to serve you everything you need to know about what's happening around you. That's why you need VOP This Morning, because we will climb this far to give you a voice in what's going on, from news, reviews, politics and the economy, sports, and even entertainment. Join us weekdays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on VOP TV. VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
All right, so it's the 30th day in the month of January in the year 2024, and I welcome you to another beautiful day right here on VOP This Morning. I am Moses Humphrey.
And I am Pina. Okay, Chuku.
Well, it's a beautiful morning. Good morning, guys. I am David Edwin. What a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday it is. And gentlemen, you're looking good as usual.
Oh yes, we are, and we also do have our guests with us in the building. Good morning to you, Lawale Kundayo. Good to have you with us today.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
All right, like I would always ask, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? Now, just so you know, we'd like for you to also let us know what's on your mind right underneath the streaming, this stream on YouTube. Let us know what's on your mind. It could be anything, really. It could be, it's an opportunity for you to rant. All right, just go ahead. Say whatever you want to say right there. And if time allows us, we'll read out your thoughts, as it were, at the end of the show. If time allows us, we'll do that at the end of the show. We'll go to our YouTube page. You could go to WhatsApp. There's a number that will come up on your screen in the course of the program. You can also, drop your thoughts there. Just tag it. VOP, what's on my mind? VOP, what's on your mind? I beg your pardon. VOP, what's on your mind? And then let us know what it is that is on your mind today. So, what's on my mind? On my mind this morning, I don't know. On my mind this morning, I'm thinking the naira to the dollar exchange rate.
That is exactly what's on
what's
my
on your own mind. You see? It's alarming.
Yesterday on party.
It's about 1,400 now. Official rate.
Yes.
Official rate. As in no jokes. So.
Yes, I heard it yesterday. I was ranting all over the
1,400 official rate.
It's quite interesting.
Sorry.
1,800 for pounds. That's what I had yesterday.
A friend of mine quoted the scripture. It says, one would chase 1,000, two would chase 10,000. I don't know. If you relate that to the naira and the dollar, I think the dollar is chasing 10,000. Anyway, that's what's on my mind. Well, I think that's also what's on
it's quite alarming really to imagine that the dollar is going with that speed. And whether we like it or not, it is affecting us.
Yes, of course it is affecting everybody.
Directly, indirectly, and the painful part is there seems not to be any
measure
solution
to cushion it. So what's on your mind, David?
Oh, well, a lot's on my mind. One of the biggest that's on my mind is the fact that I keep wondering how soon are we going to get better as a nation? A nation so blessed with so many. And I'm not even talking human resources now. I'm talking both mineral resources and all of that. Yet we are
where we are.
Very impossible place. That's where we are.
Unfortunate one.
Unbelievable place.
Unfortunate one. Pina, what's on your mind?
The only thing in my mind is the rate at which this kidnapping thing and every time, And most times when you just check the dailies, you find out that they're calling the names of places I know or maybe have been to, and I'll be like, what's happening? I think I really need to do something about that because, local palliative center person who gets life 9 days, think about money. So I think we need to work on
And talking
that.
about kidnapping, there was statistics that came out that showed that in the previous administration, we had about 17,000, over 17,000 kidnapped victim cases. Yes.
Previous and present.
Previous and present.
Yeah.
17,000.
That is
alarming. What's on your mind? What's on your mind, Nigeria? What's on your mind, Lagos? What's on your mind, world? Let us know. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV. And on other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. Make no mistake, it's at VOP TV Live, Live. And YouTube, Voice of the People TV. Let us know what's on your mind. Just go ahead and drop it. And then the number will come up on your screen shortly. You can also use that one to get to us via WhatsApp. All right, let's know what's on your mind. All right. All right, so let's get into talking points for today.
Oh yeah, Makinde hails Peter Obi's solidarity and faults Atiku Abubakar. Now that is one of the topics that we'll be talking about today. And Fina?
The next one says Nigerian Anti-Graft Agency EFCC set to pick Kogi ex-governor Yahaya Bello for alleged fraud.
Oh well. These are, of course, the stories we'll be looking at this morning. And we do have with us in the studio already, you've met him, Lawal Ekundayo, who is an educationist and a farmer and a public affairs commentator. And we also do expect John Akerile to join this conversation. John Akerile is a political enthusiast and one-time farmer and a Nigerian in diaspora. He will be joining this conversation as well. But in the meantime, let's get into the papers and look at stories that made it to the cover pages of some dailies. All
right, let's dive into it. We're going to start off this morning with the Daily Independent, where the banner headline here says, to halt Naira slide, CBN injects $500 million into FX market as Naira trades 1,500 Naira per dollar at parallel markets. Now, you think that is not alarming? Something else is. It is. Well, above the nameplate there, we have food insecurity, a big threat to the nation. This is coming from Peter Obi. And also you have the CSOs to Tinubu fulfill constitutional mandate of safeguarding Nigerians. Okay, that's quite interesting as well. Also, you have the Onibada explosion. Makinde says Atiku has not reached out to him, and Lord's Obi. Well, you know that's one of our talking points today, and we definitely will be extracting a lot of things as regarding that particular statement. Also, you find here in the front page of the Daily Independent, Fubara swears in ex-factional speaker as chief of staff. Interesting. Impeached Gov Ogun speaker accused of 2.5 billion naira fraud and arraigned in court. All right. NAF airstrike, that's the Nigerian Air Force airstrike, neutralizes 30 kidnappers in Kaduna State. And you also find there on the Edo State Global Terror Election, PDP screens Shuaib or Naiwu, 8 other aspirants. And then on the rerun polls, Air Force asks INEC to clear outstanding indebtedness. Okay. Says renews commitment to the electoral body. Now that's about it on the front page of the Daily Independent. I think I just want to ask Mr. Lawal on this. Air Force asking INEC to clear outstanding indebtedness. What do you make of that statement?
By the time the force is beginning to advise the INEC chairman, it means the INEC chairman is seriously lacking in his duty. That is what it means. You get?
I think this has to do with
money's owed.
Money's owed to the Air Force for, conveying INEC personnel and materials from one place to another. I think that is what this is about. But for me, it begs the question because monies are being earmarked for electioneering. So if monies are set aside, why then would you owe those that you have worked with during elections? Shouldn't you pay them? I mean, the monies set aside alone are enormous.
I need to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm saying that Air Force is telling INEC, you get it, what to do. Because you don't need Air Force supposed to. It's like a worker coming to tell the human resources that you need to pay us. That means the human resources is not doing well,
Failing in their
and there will be problem.
responsibility.
So automatically, INEC is not doing well because you've already been paid. Is government owing INEC? So if the government is not owing INEC and INEC is not paying, it's not clearing, it's indebted to Air Force, just Air Force, then where is the money? We are talking about Edu all the time. We've mentioned about Edu money. What about INEC? Nobody's. The ES is supposed to have been telling us something about INEC by now.
You think so?
Okay.
Yes. The IROS, the BVAS, INEC said not required, but you collected huge amount for this. Everything was put in place, and yet you came back to tell us that it was not necessary, it was not required. Then what happened to the money? And now you are hearing Air Force telling them that please, you are indebted to us. That means it will cripple Air Force work, because now they've spent money, you didn't pay them. How would they run their own organization?
Well, the writer there, the headline says Air Force asks INEC to clear outstanding indebtedness, renews commitment to the electoral body.
You need to be coming out to say that when you're supposed to have cleared them, when you have been paid.
And then looking at another one that says impeach Ogun Speaker accused of 2.5 billion naira fraud, arraigned in court. You know, I think this is just, I don't know what to think about it, but I'm looking at it to be a case of he who wants to come to equity must come with clear hands. Because Ogun Speaker went to go and, appeal in the court over his impeachment. And before you know what is happening, he was arraigned to join the dock. I don't know, did you also see that particular story in that view?
I don't get it very well, because there's can you be specific?
Okay, I say that this Ogun Speaker story,
Olomo.
it says impeach Ogun Speaker accused of 2.5 billion naira fraud, arraigned in court. And then we also heard that he went to court to appeal over for the sack. You know, we're told that 18 impeachment. 18 out of the 26 House members actually went and impeached him. And I'm saying, do you see this in this view too, that he who must go to equity must come with clear hands?
Yes, I see it. When I saw the news, which is one of the things we are still going to discuss further, it makes a lot of sense in democracy. But my issue is, my own concern is that, why do we need to wait? Why does EFCC need to wait to the end before coming out to investigate or whatever? Investigation is supposed to be going on the moment, even before you enter the office. They're supposed to have investigated you to see whether you are capable. You get it. You have integrity to be there, not after. You get it.
What happened to the immunity that we have at the part of our constitution and clause? Because sometimes they also talk about that immunity given to some leaders to be one of the challenges that they have.
It is. That's why I keep saying that.
Well, the House of Reps don't have immunity.
But most times they say that
the speaker, I think the speaker has, and the Senate speaker.
So what do you think we should do to that particular clause
in fact,
of our constitution?
That area need to be seriously reviewed by Nigerians.
Okay.
Because you have to, even the governors, it's affecting the governors. You have to wait till they finish office. They have amassed, so you have stolen so much, and then before you now start to want to investigate them, and they have so much money to buy their way out. Sometimes they talk about this, and EFCC is going to do this, and at the end we don't hear anything again.
All right then.
Fine.
Well, we do have Tosin Ejalonibu on the streets of Lagos to sample the opinion of Nigerians. We'll be joining him shortly, and then he'll let us know what Nigerians are saying. Don't forget, let's know what's on your mind. All right. Let's quickly look at the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper has its banner headline: Kidnapping epidemic, over 17,000 Nigerians abducted under Buhari Tinubu report. Buhari 90%, Tinubu 10%. How abductors killed 2 Ekiti monarchs. Sources. All right. And then right there, underneath, there is a pictorial that has the rider. FG US sign MOU to train special forces. Have we taken this paper before this morning?
No.
Okay.
We
talked about it. Okay. To train police special squad commanders. And then right beside that one, Naira falls to all-time low at official markets. Sells 1,348 Naira to a dollar. Naira is breaking the records. It keeps falling. Falling. Feels like a bottomless pit. Naira just keeps going. And we don't know when it will hit the bottom.
But the president told us to hold on.
Told us to
I'm hoping there will be a bottom somewhere.
hopeless in that area.
No, but we're keeping our fingers crossed because the president said we should hold on and keep on waiting that we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. The tunnel looks like it's a very
Whoever
long
put
one.
that light at the end of that time.
We'll get to that. Ask the
He himself
president.
did not even see.
All right, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger exit may weaken $277 billion ECOWAS trade reports. All right, and also we have lawmakers accuse Fubara of unlawful conduct. Governor wants pro-Wike appointees. Bribery. Lagos CP probes DPO. 8,285 candidates sit computer-based WASC. That's WAEC, yeah.
Yes,
WASC January 31. So these are the headlines that we have from the Punch newspaper. All right. Well, what do you make of some of these headlines?
I would love to respond to that Mali, Burkina Faso, Nigeria.
Go ahead,
sitting,
please.
you see, Nigeria is weakening the bond in the ECOWAS.
You think it's Nigeria?
Yes, it's Nigeria. I'll tell you. The last administration of Buhari started the weakening by blocking Nigerian borders. Do you know the meaning of I believe you know the meaning of ECOWAS? Economic
Community of
community.
West African States.
That economy is the basis for forming ECOWAS.
Don't
And
you
then
also see it from the position of security? Because we have a lot of these people infiltrating our states.
See, it consists of many states. And the basic reason why you are doing that ECOWAS is for trade, to build the economy of the states that
But
are
if that
involved.
hinges with the position of your citizens, don't you think it's best
See,
that you
economy-
protect the lives of your citizens?
Economy and security, they are not the same.
In other words, you would rather trade a
are
security
separate.
Security
Yeah,
over
intertwined.
economy.
over your
Look, let me
economy.
tell you something. You have the police, you have the army, you have in ECOWAS, you have ECOMOG.
Yes.
You have ECOMOG that keeps, you get it. So, if you have an issue, treat that issue singularly and solve it. You get it? So the issue of insecurity, in fact, as of that time, it was still contained within a certain area before it began to spread. See, the economy of a country, the moment it's not working well, you are going to have insecurity because people will complain.
Now, I also would hold you, sorry to cut you, I also would hold you on the part of economy because the last administration under President Muhammadu Buhari made what I call some giant stride when it comes to the farming in Nigeria. That, of course, we know, bettered the fact that Nigeria now has her own rice and grains and a lot.
Thank you very much.
Now, the border was closed, which aided some farmers to get some level of funding and some level of assistance. Economically, it did help Nigeria.
Did it?
I'm just saying. When it comes to production.
No.
Are you asking if it did?
I'm asking. It
I'll
didn't.
tell you why. You get it? Agriculture is physical. You can't plant inside a book. You plant on the farm. So if somebody tell you that he has spent so much money on agriculture, you should be able to see where the farms and wherever he spent the money is. And they should be able to see what comes out of it.
All right, let's hold our thoughts.
Yeah.
As we join, as we link up with Ejalonibu Tosin on the streets of Lagos. Good morning to you, Tosin. What are Nigerians saying?
Good morning. morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigerians, and good morning to my colleagues in the studio also. I'm here live in the streets of Lagos, and I'm here to get the reactions of people on some of the things in the dailies. Some of the things in the dailies this morning includes that the Punch newspaper is reporting about a kidnapping epidemic. They are saying over 17,000 people were kidnapped under Buhari and Tinubu's regime. That's according to the Punch newspaper. Under uh, 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 under the Vanguard newspaper, the Southern Kaduna group, Christian group, is saying that the president should declare a state of emergency on insecurity to install law and order. These are some of the things in the news this morning. There's also reports about the hike in the price of foreign exchange. The dollar goes over for over 1,500 naira now in the parallel market. But what do I know? Let me listen to Nigerians. Let them say their opinion on what some of the things in the dailies this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Anthony.
Mr. Anthony, what is that thing that interests you in the news this morning?
Well, there is nothing that interests me, but I would say things that brings my spirit down, things that I see and I wonder that this country, where are we going to? Where are we heading to? You just wake up one morning and with one sad news or the other. The dailies today they are not encouraging at all. The dollar is the one that strikes me more because I know I will be cash. So and I know this ripple effect on it. Just imagine the official market rate of 1,250 naira, the parallel market rate of 1,500 plus. It will trickle down on goods and services. A pint of garri now is 2,000. With this new increase of the dollar now, it will skyrocket. So how do common Nigerians like us cope? So we discover that we are just in pain in our country. Nothing is working. We are just waking up to pains every day. Look at the spite of kidnapping. It's also another story. Kidnapping has overrun the whole Abuja capital, and so we don't know what the government is doing about it. It seems that the government are just keeping numb and quiet. They are not even listening to us. They are not even finding any solution to the issues. There is no light at the tunnel. We are just in dark in this country, and I don't know, because the rate at which the kidnapping is increasing is getting alarming, and I don't know. But most especially let them address the dollar rise, because that is where the common man will have issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anthony. You can hear from Mr. Anthony. This is his thought this morning. Let's hear from another Nigerian. Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
What's your name, sir?
Mr. Additional.
Mr. Deshino, what interests you? What tickles your fancy in the news this morning?
A lot. Look at the situation in the country. Is anybody happy about what is happening in this country? Where is our president? He has gone on a private visit to where? The house is burning, and you are not around to do the needful. Kidnapping here and there, insecurity. I will align with the position of the Association of the Christian Association of Nigeria that they should declare a state of emergency on insecurity, because a nation that is not secure, there can never be any meaningful development in that country. And I've been saying this. Stay back. Face this issue of insecurity. Let's address it. What is really the problem? And let me just do one thing. Injustice that is happening in this country is what is creating all these problems. If you have been just to ourselves and think all these things will not be happening, and that is just it. And the essence of government, secure life and properties. If you fail to do that, you are not supposed to be there. You should tell the president, things are getting worse every day. Now we are losing a country. We are losing a country because they think they are in Abuja and they think they are secured. They are not secure. Look at everywhere in Nigeria. Nobody can say yes. This is what I'm enjoying. Since about 8 months, he has been in office now. Just tell me, what has Nigeria benefited from his government? They are just telling us this and that and this and that, this and that. Nothing to show that, okay, we are benefiting something. If you go to market today, what you buy today, tomorrow it will increase. Then where are we going? They brought Cardoso. He will perform magic. Which magic? Look at our naira. We are not producing we expect our naira to appreciate. It's impossible. It is not possible. They know what to do. If you see Chinese, about 2,000 Chinese gather in a place, it is in a factory. But here in Nigeria, you only see Nigeria in the church, in the mosque, and in the party. And you expect that country to grow. That's the point.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You can hear from him. You can hear from him this morning, Nigerians. These are his thoughts about what is going on in the news this morning. For Voice of the People TV, Oluwatosin Ejalonibu.
All right, there you have it. There you have it. You could feel the anger of Nigerians there. The man that's the last person.
Yeah,
that spoke.
additional.
You could feel the anger. Even when he walked away, he was still vibrating.
like, why should we continue to be like this?
Like he needs somebody to punch.
Maybe that would just die his anger a bit.
All right then. Well, you were saying something before we had to go to
Yes, the ECOWAS. The primary purpose of ECOWAS is for economy.
Yeah.
Now, when you have a business, you must also have security. That is the two things. Okay. So if there's insecurity, you need to localize it. That is why we have all the countries contribute into ECOWAS. Get it? So if there's insecurity, it is ECOWAS plus a country that will try to fix the problem. That's why we have ECOMOG. Now, Nigeria, you now block the border, preventing others. That means you are telling others that you don't want to do business with them. So then you have defeated the ECOWAS thing. Now, when the present president came on board, and in Niger, there was a change of regime. And then the next thing the president did was to flex the muzzle of ECOWAS.
You think that was wrongly done?
Yes.
The threats issued.
Yeah, because if you look at the people, the population of the people of these countries welcomed the military intervention. So who do you want? Who are you fighting for? Who? The people welcome the government, and you outside, you are telling them that you don't want it. Do you want to invade their country? I stated him, you get to have called those people, the leaders, you talk to them, have meetings with them, then let them draw a roadmap in which they'll be able to hand over power. Then if you are going to put sanctions, you have to put sanctions in such a way that it will not anger the people. Because the moment you anger the population, they will fight you. And they will support their government. Now, the population are now supporting their government because of the sanctions. Because the government now puts the blame on Nigeria government and ECOWAS. That will block border. We are creating further hardship on the people, on their people. And the people now have to fight back by giving support, not to ECOWAS, but to the juntas. And now that the juntas have the support of their people, what else you want? They will begin to opt out. And that is what is happening. And what you're supposed to have done earlier on, you are now trying to do it now. By saying, okay, we are going to negotiate, we are going to talk with them, why did you start with sanction in the first place? Because the people, they were complaining, even many of the presidents of the other countries, member countries of ECOWAS, one of the things they complained about was that's the president, such as George Weah, that many of the presidents of ECOWAS members got into power in a way that were not right.
Questionable with the elections in their country.
Yes, you see some of them saying up to 20-something years. Some of even up to Nigeria. George Weah mentioned some of them mentioned Nigeria as a case, the present administration as a case study.
All right.
And then now the others four have opted out.
All right.
Now you create a shaky environment. Like just 3 minutes. Let me tell you something about the agriculture that you decide to
3 minutes?
go into.
No, just a minute.
Oh,
just a
okay.
minute.
Okay.
We don't have time anymore.
Let me tell you something about that.
Okay.
I'll give you a very good example.
Go ahead.
China, let me use China as an example. China will produce, will farm is land. That's a farmer in China. He will farm the land, he will pay workers, he will get land, he will harvest, he will process it, he will bag it, he will export it, he will get to your country, he will pay excise duty, the rice will get to the store, and the distributor will have their own money, and yet it is far cheaper than the one you are produced in your country at your next door. Then the question is, are they producing their own in heaven? Is it not the same earth that they are producing their own? So how come their own is far cheaper after paying logistics, paying workers and everything?
You remember something that plagued rice farmers in Nigeria at a certain time, Taraba State and some other parts of the country when flood, washed off some rice farms.
Let me tell you how they do it. Let me tell you, because of time, let me tell you how they do it in this developed country. Let me tell you how they do it.
No, but my point is, don't you think that in a way affected production of rice in particular right here in Nigeria? No. Okay.
Because even we have lake rice in Lagos State and there was no flooding. And yet we don't see any drop of it.
It wasn't produced in Lagos.
That is why do you call it lake rice? Do you know they produce rice? Let me give you a good example.
All right, we have to wrap up this conversation.
Just 30 seconds. Sorry, sir.
30 seconds. All right. Your time starts now.
Yes. When I was small, we always hear about Abakaliki rice and then we hear about Ofada rice. Abakaliki rice was in the east. Ofada rice in the west, in the west here. Yeah. Now what happened to them? Why did they not develop this? Or why do you go to the north and begin to? Why did you? When we already have those ones on ground,
but
you didn't develop them. See, you supposed to. The government is supposed to subsidize. I didn't there's subsidy. There's good roads, transportation, and some other facilities that are supposed to be put in place. The price of commodities will drop drastically in Nigeria here. That is what I have to.
All right then, thank you very much. 30 seconds. Abakaliki rice is good. I bought it last year. I bought a bag and I think they served me up until December and all of that. So it's good. Thank you very much. It's actually rich as well. Oh well.
The best.
Oh well, let's get into, we must say thank you very much, Lawele Kundaya, for your thoughts there for the newspaper review. But we'd like you to stay with us as we go into the major talking points this morning.
And the topic we have to discuss this morning on VOP says the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, has forwarded Atiku Abubakar for reaching out to commiserate with him over the recent explosion in Ibadan. And I want people actually have their own opinion as regards that. Some people actually are saying so many things. Is it being this? Is it being that? But anyway, we'll get details on that when we return after this break.
All right then.